Across California, the search continues for more than 200 people still missing after the Camp Fire burned through Paradise. Tonight, more local crews are heading north to help with those search efforts. The death toll at the Camp Fire rose to 88 tonight. Deputies say that number rose because of DNA testing on the remains they had already found and that they have not found any new remains. Search and rescue crews have combed through most of the burn area, but they say they still have a lot of ground to cover. So far, the Camp Fire alone has cost the federal government more than $40 billion. The San Luis Obispo County Sheriff tweeted that a dozen local search and rescue volunteers are joining efforts at the Camp Fire. Teams from Slow City Fire and the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office are also on scene.
Cyber Monday is rounding out to be the biggest online shopping day in history. Shoppers are expected to spend at least $7.8 billion by midnight, but for many, the sales don't end there. Stores like Dick's Sporting Goods, Petco, and eBay are turning Cyber Monday into Cyber Week, extending their holiday sales until Friday. Consumer experts say more businesses are trying to compete with Amazon, which dominates Cyber Monday sales. UPS says it expects to deliver at least 800 packages this holiday, obviously 800,000 packages this holiday season. And in the fight to compete with online retailers, box stores are bringing in tech to draw shoppers. Macy's is unrolling a mobile checkout so shoppers can beat the lines, and Old Navy, The Gap, and Banana Republic are giving employees devices to check out customers while they shop.
A local restaurant is kicking off the holiday season with a fundraiser for the Five Cities Homeless Coalition. Tomorrow, Finn's Seafood in Grover Beach will be offering $25 buffets and donating all of the proceeds from 5 to 9 p.m. It's all part of Giving Tuesday, a global day dedicated to giving back to the community.
The California Highway Patrol says DUI arrests went down over the holiday weekend. Officers released new numbers from the maximum enforcement period over the weekend. At least 50 people were killed across the state during the 102-hour period. Of those, nearly half were not wearing seatbelts. Officers noticed a downtrend when it came to DUI driving. They arrested 931 people across the state. That's down 12% from this time last year.
In national news, a blast of winter weather is stranding millions of travelers on the roads and in the air across the Midwest.
Luckily, I saved it from hitting the guardrail over there because it would have been more damage than what it is now.
All my planes got delayed today, and now we just sitting here waiting for my plane to come tomorrow.
Travelers hoping to get home after the long holiday weekend were stranded along the Midwest today. At least one person has died in a weather-related accident. In Chicago, dozens of vehicles were stuck along icy roads. Thousands are stuck at O'Hare Airport, where entire tarmacs are frozen over, canceling or delaying every outgoing flight. Dave?
One of the coldest Novembers on the plains in much of the country that we've seen in a long, long time. And out here in the West, we've been waiting for rain to start, and we saw some right before Thanksgiving. We're going to get another really good dose this week. Probably stronger than the last system, maybe doubly as strong locally. So then out Morro Bay a little bit earlier today, we can see just some cloud cover. Locally right now, we're going to go through this pretty quickly here because temperatures for nearly everybody in the mid-50s and low 60s. We do have a few patches of clouds out there. Winds are fairly light. Tomorrow, kind of a garden variety day. We're going to see a mix of cloud cover, high clouds to start, low clouds kind of start creeping in tomorrow morning, getting into the afternoon. Not much going on. Maybe a few light showers through the overnight, early morning hours on Wednesday, 4 a.m. Not much going on. But letting the model kind of advance, we get a really good blast of some rain across North County, according to the model, as we get into early Wednesday afternoon, with much of the rest of the area waiting for rainfall. Then the system really kind of gets going as we get into Wednesday night and early Thursday. The primary driver of this system will be the jet position pushing moisture into the central coast. A lot of southwesterly flow. I want to show you various models here. So this is our high resolution RPM model. It shows between 1 inch and 3 inches of rain. I've been saying 1/2 inch to 2 inches of rain. This model has even higher amounts. This is the American model, which is turning out to be the conservative outlook, okay? This has anywhere between 1 inch to maybe 1.5 inches of rain. Again, you'd want to open it up on the lower end, so 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches essentially is what the American model is saying. and adding another quick ½ inch as we get into the weekend. This is the European model. It likes basically 1.5 to 2.5 inches. You want to open it up on the lower end probably. So you're talking about 1 inch to 2.5 inches. There is consensus. This is going to be a significant system. On the low end, we're looking at a ½ inch. And on the high end, could we see 3? Depends which model you buy. Again, here's the system on the way. It's not driven by the front. It's driven by this southwesterly flow here at the mid-levels. And we see everything we would want to see here. It's got good moisture supply. We have some fairly decent moisture in the area right now. We're getting a little bit of divergence along the front. It's going to have winds to work with. That's going to crank up waves 10 to 18 feet, local sets to 20. So what's in play? Not only surf, but obviously debris flow issues where you're talking about the amount of rain, not only locally, but statewide, Northern California, Southern California as well, though we look to see the brunt of this. Big snow in the Sierra. We're going to see possibly 10 to 20 inches of snow. And elsewhere around California, Northern California, going to pick up significant rainfall. It's going to be a travel issue for folks traveling during that Wednesday into Thursday time period. So a lot to get at here, a lot to break down. And I would assume that if any of this starts coming true, more advisories. So definitely get that KSBY app for radar, advisories, forecast information, and more. Follow me on social media. We'll keep you up to date. So tomorrow, kind of a transitional day. Nothing really going on. Increasing clouds, maybe a few showers really late, but temperature is going to be right around 70 degrees. That's a kind of moderate air. Keep in mind, we're into late November. Temperature is going to be nearly 70 degrees tomorrow. That carries a lot of moisture in the air. You start squeezing that with the jet stream in the front. Temperatures dropping too, so Wednesday into Thursday, the primary time for the system, even though Paso Robles and North County could get a shot really early. Significant storm. A lot of details are going to still come into focus here, but I think people should prepare for this one. It does look significant. Back to you.
All right.